All right, guys, I'm down. So as I said, we're working through stuff from the seminar with Vladimir, Disarm and Control, and this is the 6th week of it. And this week largely strikes and different exercises to understand how to deliver strikes in a slightly different way. So to get more penetration, more depth, more width, more relaxation into them, more kind of a natural response to the strike where the strike finds its own targets. So some of that work. So we're going to look at building that in, but also hey, look, Vladimir spoke quite a bit at the start of this session about this is the start of day 2 about before you can learn to disarm and control anyone else, you need to understand how to control yourself, and then the things kind of flow into that. So we'll look a little bit at that too. First of all, let's do a breath ladder warm up. So we'll do an empty hold triangle. So inhale 1 step, exhale 1 step, hold your breath for 1 step, then inhale for 2 steps, exhale for 2 steps, hold your breath for 2 steps. And 3, 4, 5. Try and get up to 10. And then see if you can get back down to 1. And then walk backwards from 10 down to 1. So to do this, try and keep the eyes level and try to look at the floor or to look at the ceiling too much. The level gaze with the eyes. That stabilizes you inside and it helps to lighten the movement a little bit. So look at that. Balances you a little bit, separates you from the feet. And looking down, and it collapses the chest a little bit, it makes the area that should be light quite heavy. And it allows you to fill up the pores. So don't look straight ahead. Then also from the torso, try and feel like a balloon-like lightness. So as you inhale and exhale, don't feel like it. Your torso kind of gently lifts you forwards and up slightly. Brings the lightness into your walk. And then the third component, walking the knees. So even when you're walking backwards, the step is generated in the knees. And go backwards from that point. Which looks like you're back in some of this. You don't go back in some of this. Slightly. That way, turn back. Just always stay back. Down to the right toe. Right leg is stable. Translated from And then get down on the ground a little bit. So, down on the ground, roll across your muscles, stretch a little bit. You know, and alternate the two. So stretch, and then as you release the stretch, move. And be quite organic about it. So you stretch, as you release the stretch, you move from that relaxation. What's good? Just what you say. So you stretch. At the moment, I've got no idea how I'm going to move next. But from that stretch, I relax, and then my relaxation will take me to the next movement. Then I stretch, and as I relax, that moves me in a certain way. And then I kind of will stretch. And as I relax, that kind of moves me. So try not to plan where you're going to move next. Allow the relaxation to move you. So it'd be like when water runs down a window pane. It's got no idea the path it takes. It just follows the easiest path. So try and see that in yourself. You kind of stretch. And you can put a bit of tension in the stretch, a bit of a breath hold, like we just did. And then, even then, until I went forwards, I had no idea which way I was going to go. I just allowed relaxation to inform it. All right, just try that. See if you can surprise yourself by where you move to. Don't panic. Kind of enjoy the process of it. Feel the release in the body. That's it. And allow that to move. Yeah. And that's kind of the beginnings of natural movement. Well, not the beginnings, that's quite well into it, but natural movement isn't necessarily a large enough planned movement, because that already brings tension in. If you just allow relaxation to move you, that's relaxed natural movement. Okay, so now keeping that contrast, so you're going to do 10 of each of the basic movements. You're going to do one almost like a yawn. So you're going to hold your breath intense and do a push-up. Then you relax and do a push-up. So I'm going to do one with tension, do one with relaxation, do one with tension, relaxation, so that you contrast and you find a deeper level of relaxation through the contrast of the two. So right. breath hold and tense your whole body, and exhale, and so you inhale and tense and hold, then exhale, release and move. And do 10 with a push-up, 10 with a sit-up, 10 with a squat, 10 with a leg raise. You do each thing 5 times. And really feel into the difference between the two, you know, what the pressure feels like, what the tension feels like of the breath hold, and then contrast that with the relaxation of the exhale. And when you're done, just walk. I'm just going to do a little clip for the natural movement seminar. I'm just going to come back to the right, going through the stretch. So pretend you haven't seen it before. Pretend it's wow, that's amazing. So just a little advertising clip for the seminar at the end of November. Okay, so we've got we've got the natural movement seminar coming up at the end of November, and the idea behind natural movement is it's movement that's not contrived, not planned. There's a big part of Systema that it's a natural approach to your health, your fitness, your well-being, your movement, and your response as a martial art. And a good way to start to get an understanding of that is with a simple exercise with ground movement. It's a great warm-up exercise, great if you don't even do a martial art, but it gives you an insight into how to move in a way that you're not pre-planning it, or that it's not kind of forte or contrived. So from a position, for example, you do a stretch, and again, it's not a kind of a classical stretch in any way, and it can be a bit like a yawn. So you can reach, hold your breath, tense up, and then I've got no idea where I'm going to move next, but I allow my relaxation to inform that. So I exhale, and I just see where that takes me. And then from there, I'll stretch, tense up, and again, I've got no idea yet where my movement's going to go. I'll let the relaxation of my body let me know where I'm going to go. Then I stretch, tense, hold, a bit like a yawn. and then move, and then stretch. And allow the body relaxing to inform the movement of where I go next. Then I'll stretch. So, you know, you just have to believe me that I had no idea I was going to do a roll, then it just came out of the movement and it felt the right thing to do. So, kind of like when water runs down a window pane and it hasn't got a set path, it's not like a river, it just finds the path of ease. You want to do that in your body. So, you stretch, relax, and kind of see where that goes. Okay? So, good luck. If you're interested in the natural movement seminar, the links will be in the comments below, and it's going to be an option in wheelchair. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so. It's funny that used to, if ever I did it before, it would stop the connection to the TV and it would stop the recording.
Because it was too far away.
Well, no, and I just think if I went to video, it cut out the link between the hotspot on the TV, doesn't it? So, okay. So the next thing we're going to do is find a stability inside. Those of you at the seminar probably remember this exercise. Lad spoke about it in a way that he said he said I've got a way that I can show you how to remove stress, and then he didn't do it as a demo to the whole seminar, but a couple of people came up to him because he said anyone interested just come and ask me, and a couple of people came up and asked it. So you may or may not have seen it. It's a bit like you imagine your body like you're a gyroscope. So firstly, come to a stand and try and feel like you occupy your footprint. So you're pretty even through your footprint. So not too much in your heels, not too much on the balls of your feet, or the edges, or the. You kind of want to feel like you're pretty even front, back, left, right. And then to highlight or to find where you've got tension, it's a bit like the contrast exercises. So you're going to lean forwards and feel tension pick up, almost just as you're about to step, but don't step. Then allow yourself to come back and feel that tension drop out. And do it a few times. You come forwards. Feel where tension picks up when you're off center, out of balance. Hold it just long enough to feel it. And as you come back, just like grains of sand draining out of a sand timer, feel that run out of your body. But don't collapse your body. So, you know, you relax, not collapse. So try that a few times. So you're leaning forwards. And you're looking for that sweet spot, that perfect spot where there's the minimum of tension to hold your structure and your imbalance. So then when you feel that you've got a good understanding forwards, then lean backwards. Again, stop just before you're about to step, feel the tension, then come forwards and let that drain out. But with no collapse in your posture. You shouldn't kind of collapse around the chest or in the knees too much. Then side to side. This would be more of a loading kind of feeling, but it's still the same kind of thing. So you kind of feel the leg load, and then you feel that come off and even out between the feet again. And to the other side. And it's the release that you're looking to understand just as much as the loading. You know, when tension picks up, like, oh, okay, there it is. Or actually, that just added to a load of stuff that was already there. But then, as you come back, it's the conscious release of that and the skill of that. So now try the obliques. So lean kind of diagonally forwards. Feel where you load, or tense, come back, and diagonally backwards. Don't twist too much here, just like from here. It's almost like someone just pushes my body diagonally forward. Great. When you've got those, kind of go forwards, feel it come on, then come backwards, feel it come off, backwards. So you get a little bit quicker time. You feel tension come in, you feel it fall out. Feel it come in, feel it fall out. Until you need to do it less and less to find that sweet spot. And then you can do a circle. So you feel all those tension spots around the body as you move around the circle, but you also feel them release back out. And do it big enough to feel it, and then little by little, make that circle smaller. Until you find that how much play there is inside the body, so much freedom and movement before tension. Cool. When you've got that sweet spot, see if you can walk inside and stay in that sweet spot. You walk with a stability, a lightness, a balance, a smoothness. It's almost like you feel that you just carry that sweet spot with you as you move. All right, guys, great. Okay. Which now is the exercises, so we're going to use the knife for some of it, to improve your strikes. So the first one is going to be finding your comfortable position to strike from. So just watch this. So what you're going to do is you're going to come down on the ground and put your fists in some positions and just see, you know, how comfortable your movement is. You can move your shoulders out a little bit, you know, down by the body. You know, is there any restriction already from that position, let alone trying to push up? And then try and find the one that feels most comfortable. And then from there, try and push up. And if you like, you know, if you're not quite sure, if you think, well, that feels quite comfortable too, do a push up. And it may be that your skill level is okay, that you can find comfort kind of in most places, but you should find one of them or a few of them will feel more comfortable than most. So the aim of this is to find that comfortable position at which you're going to strike from. All right. So just for a couple of minutes, just try that feeling. And just watch a sec, guys. So the feeling as you do it is that your mind is almost just in that front part of your knuckle there, where it makes contact with the floor. You can do it with the hands too, that's fine. But if it's for a punch, so where my fist meets the mat, firstly I want as big a contact here as I can, so I don't want to be on one knuckle or those knuckles. Try and relax your hands enough that, you know, if I squeeze too tight, it makes a kind of more of a circle. I want my fist to be relaxed so it's quite flat against the floor. And then from there, I push into the floor, not in a muscular way, but I push into the floor and take up the slack in the movement. And then from there, when I do the push-up, it's like I push the floor away. So it's not a shoulder movement or a back movement. It's I've taken up the slack, and then from there, I push the floor away. And it's not a shoulder movement, it's not my back, it's here. So the idea comes from the fist. So just try that as an idea.
It's not like the lifting or like the balloon one, or like imagining up and lifting up.
Well, use that too, but have the focus there, and your fist can have that. Sorry, your torso can have the lightness in it, but feel as though the movement comes from the fist, and you push the floor away, push into it. Okay, great. So now, now you're going to do that with a partner. So partner's going to stand, and you're going to come to a comfortable position, a position where you feel your distance is right, how you're facing him feels comfortable and feels right. And by comfortable, it should be comfortable for me and comfortable for him too. So like if I'm kind of here, it's a very different feeling to if I'm kind of here. So it doesn't have to be kind of confrontational. Do you remember Vlad did this exercise where someone walked up to confront you and you just kind of moved to a position that was a little bit more relaxed. So, you know, try that idea here too. And then you're going to place the fist on and see that, you know, my position feel comfortable, shoulder. And then from there, I take up the slack and try not to use any muscular power. Just let the fist fall through. But notice there was no turning of the body. I didn't kind of follow through and lose the balance. My distance is right. I take up the slack. And then patiently, so if he doesn't move much, don't think I'm going to push harder. Try not to use any power at all, just allow relaxation to move in. So it comes from a comfortable position. Same idea as on the floor. I take up any kind of slack between my fist and him. So, and him isn't just the surface of the skin. Is like if you allow it to go in, there I've got it. And then just patiently allow that to fall through. But no, it's just the relaxed weight of the arm. There's no shoulder in it, no body in it, no push with the hip. All right, so try that as an exercise. It's so light. Try not to use any muscular power at all. What we're trying to do is strip a strike down to its base essence instead, which is relaxation, and then we'll add the other stuff to it. All right, cool. Good. Just make sure a little bit push you back as well. And as you finally kind of
It's a bit trickier for you in a way as well, just because I just want to build it, because not because
Maybe, yeah.
it's just like I can.
Ideally, you could do that
Just
just
here, it's about almost unbalanced me anyway, yeah, so whereas here, I'm like, actually, like,
You basically hold that. It was really good actually. It was live. There was no ego in it. There was no food that you would take out. So like you that gyroscope next to the start, so you should be perfectly centered. It says
yeah. Yeah, so am I coming out as a person sort of receiving it? I'm obviously not trying to resist it, am I? Or
no, not trying to resist it. Neither do you.
Yeah.
And you just stand there,
it
relax.
seems the balance is gone.
Yeah, sometimes it's gone. Just step back.
Yeah.
Anything, I'd say you're a bit too close, Danny. Yeah. Switch back and forward, do a couple and then change.
That tension short again. Oh,
It's good for that, yeah. Allow the arm, not wanting it, just to use kind of, well, as I move back, you kind of stop there. Allow it. Can you see me kind of twisted? Yeah, you trying to literally just. So trying to like, yeah, trying to really isolate it, just the arm and just relaxation, because that's the purest essence of the strike. Intercept. Everyone's having to go? You both have to go?
feel it.
Yeah, of course.
It's really nice. It's nice to stop. You held it and you took it a little bit.
That's what I feel. It's nice.
Yeah. You said that, relax. Yeah, I know
Just takes a little bit to start it. So like make the contact, and then right from that contact, so like I make contact.
Yeah, it's just going in, isn't it? Yeah.
It's almost like there's an intention to be
I think it's one sort of finding the use of fighting, I
Yeah, and it's just a little bit of uncertainty. Am I 10? Am I not 10? Yeah. 30 seconds, guys, and then we'll go to the next thing.
Hold it a little bit. Hold it.
You know the difference then, yes. Yeah, so you knew then straight away that was.
Really good. Really good. Okay. So now what we'll do is, so we'll do that on the move. So here, you know, it was static, put your fist in, contact, and let it start to fall through. And you took your time and kind of observed each phase of it. Another way to do is, you can do a couple if you like, just to make sure you got the feeling. And then you're going to walk up, and when you're at the right distance, you're going to place the fist on and have the same feeling to it. It's all going to happen a bit quicker. You know, the distance is closing, you have the fist up at the right time. But the feeling needs to be exactly the same as when you're static. You don't suddenly start to push or bring anything extra into it. So you're just adding more fluidity to it. So it's more kind of on the move, all right? So change partners, and yeah.
When you get to the person, you sit still when you do the push, yes.
You start to when you do the push, yeah. So I walk in, and everything still needs to feel comfortable. Yeah, great.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, we can't go into one.
But this is static. So once you make contact, it's going to fall through with that tension.
Yeah, just that, yeah, just that level.
If there's anything like on something we can shift in. Would you one without walking in?
Like, you just be a bit more patient. Keep moving forward. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same, yeah.
Right, yeah. That's not bad. A little bit, you move after and quick at the end. Yeah, do that. Taking too long.
Sometimes.
You just didn't stand.
Oh, you?
Yeah, because the walking one isn't working.
Just sort of stopping and get through it.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Bring that.
Okay, yeah.
Fine. If anything, there's a slight push with it, but it's fine. Yeah. Just be even more patient. So be inexorable, like continue going forwards, but have patience with it.
Yeah.
Don't, you know,
If it's
so
not working, don't let it.
yeah. If it's not working, don't unforce it. Just allow it to slide through.
That's right, no, that's right, it's right. Yes, it's
It's such an analogy with like cutting wood here, isn't there? To let the you're letting relaxation do the work, you're letting the sword do the work and not trying to force it or push it. Yeah. Okay. Great. All right. So now, Ian, please. So Now we're going to just try and keep the same feeling. So if you like, you can go back to static if you like. Feel what that feels like in the arm. And then the same feeling with a bit of impact. Okay, so it shouldn't feel any different in my arm. Just this time, there's a bit of impact. And you need just enough in the arm. So, don't don't think about the effect it creates in here. Just try and have the relaxation in the arm, and you drop it in. Relaxation in the arm. So impact is slightly different to a push. Doesn't even matter if it doesn't go back. Just like literally pick up the arm. Pick up the arm. Just relaxation. Don't add anything to relaxation, but maintain relaxation through impact this time. All right, give that a go. Change parts again.
What's going on with that?
Yeah, just get the right feeling.
Things nice. Oh yeah. Stick them up.
Too much down.
Which is odd.
Take some relaxation out of it. We'll just push again, but for more just the way there's just get some relaxation.
Very relaxed.
I'm not trying to
Just see if I can.
too much still. Feel pushing down. Too much. Just drop it.
No. Thousand times better than
Still pushing it. Yes.
Definitely.
That's it. Turn it really from the face. That's it.
Yeah.
It's still a bit too much. So you add it like it. Yeah. I'm trying to get the big essence.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's even less. Like, okay, go back and just take it to relaxation. Okay. Starting to push, yeah. I'm looking for pure relaxation, which is the base qualities like the magic of breathing, and then we'll go to it. That's, we're looking for pure relaxation without any muscle.
Unless I'm continuous. I'm even relaxing.
That's it. That was good. Yeah.
It's just that.
I was held back a little bit. Sounded different. Let's just give you some relaxation. Push it down. It's great.
Balance between holding back and then pushing.
Do one of them and then him. See if that helps. Straight.
And yeah, it's work, push, always work.
Pushing.
All right, guys. So now, you're going to add speed to it. Not muscle, not tension, not desire, not effort, just a bit of speed. So you've got the purity of relaxation, and then you just add a bit of speed to it. But it feels exactly the same. So you're looking, if you want, go back to the feeling of the effortlessness of it, and then so I kind of just like, I drop into that feeling, I sit in that feeling, and then I just add speed to it. But there's no tension, there's no effort, there's no body movement added to it. All I've done is add speed to the pure ingredient of relaxation. All right. This really starts to get more tricky because you start to, with speed comes tension and desire, and you want it to look like that or whatever. So it needs to look like that. But try and keep it out of it, keep any expectation out of it. Find that feeling and just add a bit of speed to it. Do it a bit faster. All right. Change partners again. Here we go.
Okay.
A couple each and then stretch. Just push. So this is just relaxation. And now that same feeling. Yeah. But I'm not trying to hit you hard. No, I mean, it's just faster.
Yeah.
A bit relaxing.
Yeah, right.
Right. That's right, for everything lazy.
Back. Try not to, try not to go so rich. You're gonna try and keep that better. If you think, and it's natural because you're trying to go inside and feel it like
You know when it kind of goes in.
So do you want to speak?
Because that's
Kind of like the last one. Just relaxation. So now we'll add just a bit of speed to it. Yeah, that was more, it was faster, but there was muscle added to it as well. Try and purify the feeling and just speed it up.
How's it feel to you?
Good, so that's the first one. Now have that feeling, but faster. You're adding a bit of muscle to it.
There's a fun one,
So
actually.
what you're after is, that's the
Yes.
relaxation.
Yeah.
It's tough, but it's kind of
relax.
So, do the relax again.
Yeah, it's funny, yeah, like, just like,
Now, send that past us.
Yeah, that's
Nearly there, it's not far, but you're just, it's so amazing. You have to develop a skill to be able to move faster with attention. But that comes, yeah, it's not just tricking and turning, you develop a skill and time you get better. But as long as you know where you're working towards.
I can feel when it's,
Yeah.
you know, there's a little bit of that,
Yeah. And if you lose sight of it a bit, just drop back down to the first stages and then.
Same thing, it's different to what we know in text. Yeah, that's a real stuff.
It is, it's a little bit better.
Yeah, you mentioned.
Yeah, so it's just hold the seat.
Right.
Extending,
I think it's good choice, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just got to feel it push again. So it's like, this is sort of. Okay. All right, guys. So then, final one, is a bit of body movement. So let's just relax. And then with a bit of body movement, but the feeling is the same. All I've done is added a bit of a turn of the body. And then if you like, you can do that a bit faster, and then you've got a bit of speed, a bit of body movement, and the relaxation. The base quality relaxation, no strength, no muscle, not really bothered about the outcome of it. I'm not bothered, but I'm not desiring to knock him back or push him back or anything like that. Then that same feeling with body movement, so you can just have a bit of a turn, and you can see the different effect that has, and you can feel the different effect. But I'm not adding anything to it, I'm just doing a bit of body movement. And then if you do that with a bit of speed, then feel the difference. Okay, so try and add those two qualities to it. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's good. A bit of speed.
The key principle system.
Dropping it. Yeah, dropping it. Still.
That's better, isn't it? Relax.
Yeah.
It's me, but you feel that feeling. You kind of need to see, just before that,
So it's dropping it in.
Just take the matches all out.
See
what I mean?
So now not to do that. Yeah, so you put your wrist in, so you need to have just enough structure in the wrist that it hits, doesn't move, it just falls through.
Do a little bit of this, started to see if you just sort of drop it in sort of a bit more.
So that's the push. That's just four.
Yeah, it's still
Good. Okay.
good.
This is just relaxing.
Yeah, that's getting the heaviness, but it feels like you're pulling back. This is it's still more. Yeah, you're feels like you're getting the yeah, you're getting there. You're more like you're
That's good. But just having enough in your structure, so you're finding relaxation, but your relaxation is collapsing.
it feels like
It's kind of your head's going and your wrist's going because it's too relaxed. It's relaxed, but it's too relaxed. You need to have a relaxation. But
so when you see like that,
everything
I feel like the whole body's just. So
it's okay, it's a stage, not just a stage.
It's
Initially, you're quite relaxed. Then you feel like relaxed, but relaxation is probably
when you're dropping it in,
relaxation.
right now, but when you're dropping it, you try and
Yes.
right from there, pulling back to start with.
Yeah.
So then pull back from there, just dropping it down.
So like you're,
Yeah, see that you put it back on your shoulder, yeah? Don't do that to start with.
but
From
my
there,
shade,
from there.
I can take my
Yeah, just from there.
I don't have to hit it. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
It feels better.
So it's fine, you just gotta. Relaxing.
So that's like
And then we'll try and do it again.
so your arms really loose from the shoulder and there's the sleeves, so you're not angling and not doing these swangles. Yeah, yeah, that's better, yeah. Yeah, yeah, so you're just dropping it in that way. Yeah, that feels better. Yeah,
Do relaxed impact and then relax. No, do relaxed impact, then relax.
Nice to, yeah, nasty, just got no sort of.
So this should be just like that, just relax. You're going like that.
Yeah.
So you're trying to create.
You're back to it,
It's that hard as that maybe, but it was that intention, yeah. So just like literally take some relaxation from it, and
it still looks like
you
you're
don't try and hit hard.
doing it.
That's it, so it's still there. Now, all you do is add body, don't change that, just add a
You've got to go
toe.
back to the basics, strip it down and get that. I'm just dropping, so you carry on.
Yeah, not bad actually, not bad, I mean, you change the way that you struck in terms of the direction.
It's all right. Carry on. Just try to get a little softer, just get back to that initial.
So go back to that one.
So you just have that initial sort of dropping in the weight and moving it, right?
There.
Don't push
Now,
so much
down.
down.
Pointed, exactly the same.
You can do the muscles, try not to push or into the muscle at all, just let it drop the weight through.
So it's.
That's better. Just try and get that feeling.
I don't change that idea. I just do it there. That's exactly the same. All I did was, it's like, it'd be like, if you had a ball and chain on a stick, and I just dropped the ball and chain. And then
That's nice.
I just did,
That's not.
so it comes from that extra.
I mean, I find it better if I'm actually
Or there's more of a swing to it.
on the move. Yeah, so it's very hard.
Well, you can do it on a
But he's stripping it down.
Yeah, so you've got some things.
Based off,
Or
fair enough, yeah.
just get your hand,
It's fine.
yeah, it's fine. Just drop in the hand, and then.
Yeah. We try and get the like they're doing knuckles around which is effective.
Turn the front.
Yeah. No, that's what you do.
We've got it, guys?
No, I think he's struggling with getting a bit of like heaviness, but it's still very just pushy.
First, do just. Just drop your hand over. Good. Now, you don't change that at all. Just turn it over. So you just turn your body back, and then you turn it back in and do exactly the same thing. No, so you didn't do any turn at all, you just hit harder then. Watch. So I hit, it's just relaxation. Then I don't change that at all. I just turn. That's the only difference is the turn. There's no more muscle or effort or desire in the hand at all. So just relaxation, just dropping relaxation. That's it. Now, turn. That's it, that's all it is. And then if you turn a bit, like so, that's there. Then if I turn a bit
Does
more.
feel like you're just dropping your bed.
Well, I'm not putting any more effort into the arm, it's just the turn is adding an extra bit. And then if you do it faster, then it's the speed and the turn and the relaxation all come together.
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
No, you could punch if you
I
like,
feel better though.
but the process is the same. So if I was doing a squat here, so
Yeah.
that's just relaxation.
So that you're thinking.
That is with a turn, and then that's with the fitness. I didn't even have any speed to it then, actually, I just did it 1%.
Yeah.
Well, I don't try it from punch, but the punch shouldn't be too much at all. Literally just drop it in relaxation. So do that.
With the turn, like, getting
Yeah, just literally. That's don't do anything. Let me do it. There. Now turn, and then you turn three. That's all it is, but the feeling of relaxation stays the same.
You're still punching.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought Joe was.
Yeah, so no, that's fair enough. It's,
No, I demonstrated it that way, but you can do it that way. But the key is you don't add any muscle.
Because that's hardest maybe to go out.
Okay, so do the drop in, do the drop.
So this one.
Drop it in. That's it. Now, do that with a bit of turn. It's only harder, isn't it? So you can do that. Now, do exactly that. But turn your body back. Better.
Oh, I see.
Then now you have to speed. It's coming. Better. That's not better. Your baseline, you're close to your baseline for it. Makes sense.
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just it's that natural thing is to make sense. And it's so much fun.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's desire then. You wanted to move it.
that's right.
Okay, all right, guys. Anyone got a knife? Sorry. So now what we'll do is we'll use. So remember Vladimir did this where you feel how a knife can penetrate without any tension or effort. You know, I don't need to tense up. So we just patiently let the knife do that. And then you have the same impact, the same idea with your fist. So you see how smoothly and easily a knife penetrates, and then try and have the same feeling, should replicate the same feeling, you do this. And you can even make it like a knife shape, so like there. And then you can do the same thing. Okay. Simple drill, here we go. Change colours.
How are you? Yeah. How are you?
Yeah.
Literally a couple of minutes, guys, then we're going to do a little massage, 10 minutes massage each.
No, I can wait. And then we show the relaxation.
Yeah, it just feels exactly the same. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, yeah.
And so you do it with what? And
Yeah.
I'm almost. There's not a lot of flesh there.
so you see, yeah, I use it.
Yeah. Just after that.
So there's at least a little bit in there, you know. So this is all right. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Or then I can do that one, and then okay, that. So it's two, so you can do like the stand, and then you can push. Yeah.
Oh, that's what he was saying. Yeah.
So you kind of treat it like in karate there, so with this, what you're trying to do is, so like here, if I push, I don't have to use hardly any effort and tension because the knife's going to do the work.
Yeah.
And then this is a bit like the last one, but I feel I should replicate that same feeling with my fist. Or you can do that feeling and then that feeling, and just replicate the same thing. So it's let the knife do the work. And I imagine I still run a knife there. Let the knife do the work. And then that, and then yeah, I'm trying to replicate the same thing. That does this a lot actually, where you kind of you either imagine or you use a tool or something, and then you try and replicate that same feeling without the tool, because and to realise that it's as much you as the tool. So the bigger thing is you can hit that, like sometimes the will hit like that and that there up under that point. So like if that does it too there and he does fingers and that kind of stuff. And so those kind of things can be quite jolting and quite jarring because they got more penetration. So especially on nerve points and like specific, like if you see specific area of tension that you tense up there, you can get that quite pointedly. No, not that, because the worst it'll do is it'll just push it back into place. Yeah. So you can actually hit quite hard with that.
It wasn't that inspiring.
All right, guys, you both had a go with that? So the other one then is to feel like a whip through the hand. So you can do this with a stick or the knife, and you kind of hold the knife. You imagine your fist is as wide as the knife. So you've hopefully got the idea of hitting with relaxation. Just feel that when you hit with that kind of width. So I'm not trying to create any effect. Just I'm trying to feel that, like I've got Kenny Everett goalkeeping gloves on something. That's probably not great. There's a lot of people I could have said. A lot of people I probably can't.
He was
say.
alright, Kenny Everett, though.
Sorry?
He was alright.
I think he was alright, but
He
he
was
wasn't,
scared, but he wasn't a.
Yeah.
What about Mikel's hands? He's got very big hands on Mikel, so like.
Yeah. So like you want to feel like there's a big, like a rock. Okay, so we're gonna change partners again, do that again. Last one, then we'll do a bit of massage.
Yeah, 100%. Yes.
Holding a knife in the middle.
That's it, yeah.
So just exactly what we've just done, just with a knife in my hand, and imagining it's as big.
Yeah, that's it. Imagine your fist is. Did you feel just allow it. Allow it. A bit the other way. Sweet spot in the middle.
So sweet spot.
The last one was good.
Yeah.
No, you're just, well, you're just trying to hit without.
Yeah.
That's a bit, that's a little bit, nothing. It's probably a
Yeah, yeah, it's just, it's literally.
It's actually cool. Sorry, Daddy, that's what it is.
Yeah. You said it not too much.
Yeah.
Feel really feel like yeah, but don't pull back so far. Drop it in close to mat. Do it close so you're not closing it. Yes. When you hit it, do it so you're not loading it. Just hitting it.
So it's not only like
Putting
going back
you're
and
loading.
then loading a lunge.
That's okay, you know, sometimes we do short work, you know, just.
Okay, sorry.
But it's fine, so what we look at really is the idea of this exercise, and we feel that this is why. More training what I said. Just to show you how to get.
Yeah, so that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Right there.
All right, guys. So I went a bit longer than I thought. So do a little bit of massaging. Whoever you end up with, can I just? It'll be about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You can go back with your front. Sorry? No. A little bit, yeah.
Would you prefer me to wear like an instructor t-shirt?
Generally, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what, okay.
I mean,
They're not as
no, definitely. So I've got long sleeve or short sleeve.
And I know it's a bit tense. Yes. That's the short sleeve. I think it's called gently, to relax. I won't push it.
Right, amazing. You can do hamstrings, but it's not just like that. Wouldn't that be amazing? Great.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah. No, it's fine, she says fine.
Great.
The guy said me imagine all pretty good, yeah. Always barber shop. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. It's okay. I'd like to do more, but it's not really too. It's a permission to not be working. The chair and it's coming up as well. It's the Yeah. That's, she found me through that with her, I don't really, but she had me on a 40 Reiki. And then said, well, struggling. Give everything. So you're going to do self-defense, but there's an option to do some health stuff. So I'm trying to keep as much as I can go.
Yeah, brilliant. It's great.
I think we're changing over in about a minute or so.
Now I it's getting down the street, so that's yeah.
So.
Yeah.
They're not breathing. Same thing.
I had two not quite.
Same.
One literally saying no, absolutely not. And the other was like, it's all good, it's messing around. He said, oh, thanks, so about being paid. Don't worry, I'll pull the trousers down. I'm like, what? I'm like, no, I'm cutting that point. It's two, twice this week, twice in one day, I have people text for massage and you know, for something completely that I don't offer. Desperate.
Men or women, Matt?
Huh?
Men or women?
I mean, if it was women, I wouldn't do it because obviously that's I wouldn't do it anyway.
But you will if it's like.
No.
Oh.
That's how you said it.
Well, I did think as the business is getting busier,
Yeah.
I'm getting, you know, I don't get many of those calls or anything, but it's because I'm so sexy, I guess.
Hey, like someone, like a bloke. Yes, can you that? Yeah, texting you.
And also, it's like my website, and like just it's nothing to sort of suggest.
Apart from you saying
That's to do with him. He's hanking about.
Yeah, my naughty pose. Right, sorry, where which
Sure,
one to work?
I have to think of something else now. Hang on. Put something else in my brain, please. Vision of you.
Have you seen Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to change the subject.
Yeah, I am something else. Can you tell?
Nice jumping coming along.
It's good. Thank you.
Sorry? Oh, XL. So we want XL or what XL wants?
Can you just go straight down a bit? Oh, no, stop. Sorry, just push straight down rather than a bit.
Just straight down.
Straight down, it's good, yeah.
Nice, thank you.
That's better, yeah. Thank you.
Is that what you got left, is it, so size wise for the instructors?
Oh.
I've got all the sizes, small, medium, large, extra large.
Quite a few, the large.
Yeah.
So maybe get a spare or.
Have you got a long sleeve or short sleeve?
Quite a short.
Short sleeve, and you prefer the short sleeve, do you?
I like that.
Yeah.
What's on the
Shoulders can just-
What's the long, has it got any? Okay, yeah.
Mine's different to that,
Your instructor one?
yeah.
Okay. You sure?
That's it.
Oh,
Because we all had, the three of us had them on Tuesday. And they were,
No. No, that's an old instructor one. That's a different one.
I must have an old instructor with me.
Yeah, you probably got a new instructor long sleeve.
My sleeve was different to Hayden's.
Yeah, your sleeve, because it's one of the old ones, will have a sword on it.
When you bought it the other day,
As the instructor one?
yeah, it's a well, it's not, it's very similar, it's just slightly different. Oh, no, I'm kidding. Please.
Not chocolate, you had it tonight.
Hey,
Not chocolate.
well, you know, it's important that you treat me right. I know I like it.
That's an excellent.
What's your neck?
Oh, my God.
How about that?
Yes, that's an XL, yeah.
They never released that side.
This side.
Yeah, I've never been out all the years.
Is that in your shoulder?
Isn't that shoulder blade? That was nice. No, it was. It was.
Right, guys.
Oh, thanks, Bruce. Did you feel it? Look at that.